that's cool. I can get a double barrel. That's gonna like it cutting. Forcing sound away. Yeah, I'm sure get that. No. Yeah, supposedly the guy that is supposedly working for us, that like help do our softening and that, like help repair.
Don't get overwhelmed. Remember what Clausewitz wrote. War is nothing
I
but a
decided
duel
not
on a
to
larger
show up
scale.
today for work. I know. He's got a pretty easy job. He takes forever to do stuff now. He's been doing.
I bring you armor.
Great effort.
But yeah, so like, we're just sitting there, me and we were never talking about it, and that's like, it sounds like he's just like he, like he does his job as well, but now he's prolonging the job because he's got other things to do. And I'm like, dude, you sign up for a job and that, you do a good job, but now you're going back on it. I don't want to show up today for this and that. Like, okay, I understand that, you know, shit happens, you got family bullshit and that, okay, whatever. You know, you can't really say anything about it when the person, you know, got family stuff and that to do. Even though supposedly he... You know, like, I don't know if there's someone's on that, but like... I'm like... Every time I hear about stuff and they're like, dude, you're getting... Like, he's counting up the hours and that, and so one of the things that he did do, he did our full, like, top roof and that. And, like, my dad already paid for that in full. He doesn't pay for the sections, he probably does. Just like anything else that you pay a certain amount.
Almost there.
But anyway, so like, we're just thinking about
Hey,
something that my
who
dad
wants to
just
do
like
some
seemed like
shopping?
he's hurting for money and stuff like that. I'm like, how's a 58-year-old dude hurting for fucking money? He's been alive and he has all this skill. You've been alive for all these times that you have money problems. Okay, bro, no offense. If you got that much money problems and you can do these jobs that make you a good amount of fucking damn money, that means that you're blowing a fuckload of money all the damn time on stupid ass shit.
Armor
And you
down
probably
ahead.
have a drinking issue or whatever it is. Which, you know, that's how I normally see it. And people normally hide that shit because they're like, well, I don't have this problem, that problem, this. No, you got problems, bro.
Zip line.
Yeah, don't say that you don't have problems. You know. Calling me. Calling me. Okay, back. Well, anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the dude that. So the dude that mocked God, and now he's having a bunch of issues with that. Yesterday, he had cotton mouth really bad, so he didn't want to come in yesterday. Like, bro, I was saying shit happens. Cotton mouth. Like you don't even come in until like sometimes 6 or 8 in the morning. What? Wanna come up here? Up. And I don't know. No, we're not gonna start crying. No, I'm playing the game. Dude, I really don't like the tons for fucking out.
Great work, but let's not break out the champagne just yet.
Yeah, some guy got me on to the explosive round, and then we get about it ever since, because force and sound go hand in hand, honestly. But yeah, the one thing I have to say is, I despise people that talk out their ass about how they like used to be this and that and this and that. And like a lot of people do. Nice. Kind of fucking stupid, honestly, to tell you the truth. I missed him that close. What the fuck?
You're making good progress. Laying out there.
遊びをしないでくれ。そんなに大きな声を出さないでくれ。長い1日でした。
That steak's toast. Now that is how you do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Well, anyway,
close,
like,
Nightfall. Let's move out.
that's one of the reasons why I don't trust liberal-based people nearly as much. Depending on what kind of like age they are. Like the new generation of liberal people are all the the transgender people now. They're all like, oh, the hates on gays and all shit. Like they aren't shit. Shut up over there. Explosion does the best. But I don't know, like, when I see people do fibbing shit, like, one of the ladies that was supposed to come into work today, she didn't show up because she said she had no money for gas. I'm like, how you not have money for gas? Like, you should have something. Well, I just got my job back, all stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I always say, if you can't get to a job, what do you want people to do? To sit there and be like, oh yeah, it's okay, you can't get to the fucking damn job, so we're gonna sit here and still, I'll give you a benefit of doubt the first time. She didn't come in for 2 days now. First time she didn't come in because she didn't have enough fucking money for gas. I'm like, okay, so you have all these kids and that, and you're saying that not one of your kids has a job. Your oldest one's almost 20. What you telling me about the age and that? Tell me, oh, he's this and that. He's the best guy ever. Now, like, yeah, I like how you brag about your children, but you can't control them. You brag about how great your children are, but they don't fucking help you out, supposedly. Yeah, I think that's a little far-fetched. And a little bit of fucking bullshit. I don't know what else about it. It's... oh. That's just the way I personally look at it. I personally look at it from that perspective.
Think holistically out there. See how your skills can be used to protect your team.
Yeah, if you don't have stuff, I completely understand shit happens sometimes. But I heard so many stories before, and they're all the same fucking bullshit. I never have enough of this, I never have enough of that, I never have enough of this. I'd be like, okay, why don't you have enough money? Well, I just got a job and now, how can I have money now? Like, how the fuck do you not have a job for a while now? Like, everyone should have a fucking job. Like, you should be fucking working all the damn time. And then you start to hear it. Oh, she can't work because she's got a bunch of food stamps and shit. She says she only gets like a little bit per month. I'm like, per kid you get that much per month, so no one works. So you live off of all this bullshit. And you're sitting there playing this fucking game. It's so fucking stupid. And then you wonder why fucking people don't respect you. Calories and water. Yeah, people don't respect bullshit art. And I'm definitely not one of them that fucking does either. I hate bullshit, people. Either do your fucking job or go home. Don't make up excuses for your fucking life. Your life story excuses. Poor me, I can't do this, I'm always tired. No, get the fuck out of there. You chose that life. Just like anybody else, you choose the life that you bear. It's what they call you reap what you sow. You do that to yourself. You can't get mad at no one but yourself for the things that you do. I always work. I'm always at work. You know, the kind of shit that people say is you know, it's just pure fucking laziness. And you're a con artist. It's like you want things to be a specific way for you, but you can't handle it because, well, first of all, you're just a fucking loser. And that's how I honestly see it. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're a fucking loser, you've been a loser, you choose to be a loser. No one can help you out because you choose not to get actual help. It's like, you can tell by in high school now. Once a loser in high school now, you can break out of some things. But that's only some things you can break out of. Most people don't break out of it. Most people stay that way for a whole life.
For you.
And these are the people that Jesus keeps on warning us about. Kill me. Wow, that machine gun did absolutely fucking nothing. That's how I look at it. Like, when I was a lazy ass person, overly emotional, I believed with emotions a lot more than I believe in, like, actually doing shit. I'll tell you what, I'm way better off now. Actually willing to do something, willing to work. Like, I work basically 40 hours a week. I work 6 days a week now. Next week I'm not, because stuff's been on. But the way this woman's not coming in, there's going to be a huge chance that she's not going to come in. So more or less likely, I'm going to have to come in, and they're waiting for that. You didn't come in for 2 days. You're asking people for money.
On identifying and mitigating risk, and we'll survive this.
I'm like, go ask your stepdad for money, because you live with your stepdad and shit.
Game time, everybody.
You know, you could do it for yourself. God forbid, you know, you gotta go up to a man. You work a lot in that. Can I have some of your money? Fuck no, bitch. It's for myself. I mean, I'll help you out, like, if you really fucking need it, but, like... I mean, like, I get it with certain things and that you're gonna need help and that, but, like, when you're sitting there fucking lying to people about how great your life is, and then you're like, well, my life's not really that great, though. I'm having money issues and that. Yeah, the first thing a lot of people have is money issues. You don't fucking work, dumbass. Like, you just don't work. Of course you got money issues. If you ain't if you ain't working, of course you're gonna have money issues and you're not working, dumbass. I guess like the number one thing people tend to fucking not have is money, and they always complain about it. I know people might say, "What's like, well, you're supposed to be a good Christian person," as it says. Just because a Christian is supposed to be helpful doesn't mean that they're stupid. He just tells us to stay away from certain people that are con artists, and that he specifically tells us this all the time. Now, if people start hearing the word of God and they fight against it, then just leave them alone. But if you hear the word of God and they fall for it, like, oh yeah, I do understand that, you know.
よく見てくれ。かかってこい。踊りましょう。
Oh, it's people do Boy Scout stuff. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the can scouts are out, Dad. The Boy Scouts are out doing their can work. Yeah, crawlers in this game were a pain in the ass.
Armor, please take.
Activate everything.
お前はそのためにここに来たんだよね。
But yeah, I would have to say, like, about, like, trusting people in full net, I'm sorry, like, I just don't trust liberal people to get shit done like they're supposed to. They prolong stuff, it seems like they make up excuses for things. And then you see someone make up excuses, you're like, yeah, you're definitely not the guy I want. It's like, well, I'm hurting for money, and yeah, I'm sure you always are. Hurting for fucking money. In this day and age, where like anyone can work. Like, well, rent's higher and all that stuff and that. Yes, rent is higher than that. Yes, I do agree, but
Armor locker.
people have enormous amount of fucking luxury, and they don't even realize it. Like, you can literally go online and buy really good ass fucking food and get like 30 meals for like $300, maybe even cheaper than that with discounts. And like, I'm about ready to do that shit again. Yeah, I've been working a little more now. I mean, I eat just fine in general, but I feel like Hellfire, Husk, specialty bullshit. It's a nice little turret spot. But yeah, it's just... We have so much luxury in our fucking... He's had too much luxury. I mean, it is really fucking expensive. It's like... I think it's like $8 per fucking meal or something like that. Because the meals aren't that fucking big, so it's not like they're... Well, I blew that. Yeah, this gun rocks bad. Multi-tool is fucking amazing. Hands down, like, probably one of the best things you can ever get is multi-tool. Because the turrets themselves do a great job coming off with enemies. But yeah, the more I learn about politics and that, like, the only reason why people would ever be like, well, honestly, would ever vote for anybody other than conservative-based people, and that because, well, more or less likely, because they want free shit. That's just the way I look at it personally. Like, if you want free shit, you vote for them. They're the ones that give you free stuff all the time. They take taxpayer money and throw it at everybody. It's sad. And I get it, you know, like liberal-based people, like 30, 40 years ago were a lot different than they are now. They were more for peace and all that stuff and that, but what changed? That's the biggest mystery. What did change? I don't know. I think it's just corruption altogether. People have money corruption, and, you know, there's a lot of, like, really old base Democrat people that have been in office for, you know, 30, 40 years. They should have been, you know, selected out because it's just too much. You know, and, like... These are one of the things that, you know, I have to look at as being, you know, a 36... almost 36-year-old man is like, okay, like, well, where's all this coming from? Why are people being so ignorant toward each other? And then it's a power grab. It's all about power. It's all about who does the best policies. And the way I look at it personally, it's like every president that's been around, like, most presidents don't do half of what they say. Because it's nearly impossible. You're selling people a book, basically. And I completely get it, like, you know, people do certain things and that, you know, I get it. This is a good little spot to sit at. They do come in kind of hard, but like they're far enough away where they don't run out. force kills everything. Like, not even strikes can handle the fucking force. Because the sound fucking kills them, too. It's kind of fun.
Pod's open. Time to load up.
But yeah, it's just the way I look at it from my perspective of being, you know, used to be a liberal-based person for all these years. You know, when I was in my, you know, 20s and my early 30s. And then now that I have, you know, a more side-ons, I ain't about being liberal-based or conservative-based. It's about the fucking truth. And when you start noticing the truth, you start seeing a lot different of what the fuck is actually going on. And like, it kind of gets to that point where you're just like, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't believe what everybody fucking says. My neighbor's a lot fucking smaller. Neighbor's a lot smaller. It's like, I really don't believe what everybody says about stuff, and I gotta see it for myself, you know? Like if someone says, you know, vote for this president, because they're this and that and this, and it's like, I don't want to listen to you. I always have that. I don't like listening to people that just say stuff just to say stuff. Like, I don't. Yeah, some people just say stuff just to get in power. That's what I've been noticing about political stuff. Not like that fucking that one crazy dude from New York that became mayor and that saying all this bullshit, and even the Democratic governor's like, we're not promising all that shit. Or like, are you fucking retarded? Like, our main base is, you know, you're gonna let all these people, and the governor was pretty upfront with it. Like, she's like, if we raise up taxes and that for all these millionaire people and that, you fucking dumb fuck, then all of it's going to go towards the middle class, and the middle class is going to sit there and be fucking tax up the ass, and they're all gonna start fucking leaving and start doing shit and that. It's like, no. It's like, we're not gonna sit there. New York and California have the richest fucking people there. Why in the world would they sit there and be that fucking stupid? Like, why would you sit there and promise to raise taxes for the fucking rich? And, like, when you got another Democratic-based person, she's the older lady in that, saying, like, you're fucking retarded, bro. Shut the fuck up, you're an idiot. You have no power to say it. I have power to do it because she's the governor. He's like, you're a fucking mayor. Yeah, that's what happens when you get fucking retarded people in there that want free shit. You know, your main base talks about that. Free stuff. Bernie Sanders fucking retarded fucking ass. Free stuff all the time, guys. Free stuff. You know, make me more money and make me a fucking millionaire, dickhead. Bernie Sanders is a terrible fucking politician. He's a complete fucking moron. The way he talks about stuff like that. Promise, man. No, man, you ain't even nothing, bro. I get it, you want this and that. No, you have to work for your fucking money. That's what a capitalistic country is. We work for our money. We don't get the rich people that make everything and have them give us their money and that. Some people are more or less likely self-made millionaires, which is a fuckload of them. You know how many people out there that make millions of dollars off of fucking YouTube and shit every damn fucking year? A lot. And YouTube is for everybody too. All you need is a fucking computer and a damn internet slot. You can be a YouTuber. You can stream, or you can sit there and do the things I'm doing that. Despite the fact I don't make money in that, yeah, off of it, yeah, it's a chance. But a lot of people, you know, if you talk about certain things, which most people tend to do, talk about certain genre things, and now you put in a good tag in that, you're going to be able to get there faster, you know? These turrets do so good. I don't know how long they last though. I think they only last like so many bullets. Everyone got to come on.
Headshot masterclass right here, people.
But yeah, like every time I listen to people, like especially like AOC, Bernie Sanders, and they're all just AOC's worth millions of fucking dollars now because they all use the taxpayer money to benefit themselves, and they do it all the damn time. People try to say they're such good people, and no, AOC's a fucking dumbass woman. She's completely fucking retarded. She just cares about how much money she's making. That's all she cares about. She doesn't care about anybody else. So people say, well, she cares. No, it's a fucking face. No, most of these politicians really don't fucking care. If you want to say one's caring that, then you can look at like how much money they actually fucking make off of the stuff they have. And you can make some money in that off of your life and write a book in that because you do become kind of popular because you are on TV. Anyone that's on fucking TV is gonna make fucking money. That's it. So if you're gonna be on TV, you're gonna make fucking money. That's just basic facts. Yeah, it's great. I probably love this gun. It's amazing.
最後まで短気な 静かにしてくれ 出発ですか
But yeah, it is what it is when it comes on certain things. Like, I believe that people could do better than that if they wouldn't lie, wouldn't sit there and just make up bullshit. But it's like Jesus said, some people are going to be loved by the world, and other people are going to be hated by the world because of their beliefs and that. It's like he was pretty pacific on that stuff, so. I always go with that. People are gonna be hated by the fucking world because of the way they look at life. Like, they're not like massively money driven. Like, some people are just fucking money driven up the ass. Like, they have to be money driven. They believe in it more than they believe in faith in God. And like, even though God gives us all the things that we need to live off of, and you know, we can always sit there and be happy with them.
25% of Zeds eliminated.
I don't really something that I don't want to be a fucking millionaire just to be a millionaire. But yeah, there's just so many people out there that they just
Now
want
that
all
that's
this stuff,
over,
and I say, you
let's
can
go
whatever the fuck
shopping.
you want, you know. I always tell you, if you want to think you're high and mighty in that, and thinking that you're better than everybody else in that, because whatever you want to assume, that's perfectly fine. You can assume and be the best, you know, person you want to be in whatever way. But when it really comes down to it, does it really fucking matter? Well, you live a more comfortable life, and like, well, comfort just depends on what you think comfort is. Like, my life's comfortable. I live with my parents and at like 36, almost 40 years old. And it's not because I don't work. I actually do work. I was in between jobs and that for a little while and that. But I've been staying consistent working for the last 3 to 4 fucking years. And I can't stand without having a job now. And the job I have now, you know, it's very rewarding towards me. Because the people there, I trust in that. Which means, more or less likely, there's a chance of me making more money in that. I mean, yeah, I could make a lot more money in that doing certain things and that. But how much money I pay in bills, I save up. Every month I save up. You know, close to like $800 to $1,000, give or take. And of course, it's a variation because sometimes I buy stuff. You know, that's the whole point of having fucking money is to be able to buy stuff. It's not just to sit there to constantly save. Money's there to buy stuff. You know, it's like, yeah, that some people may not understand that stuff. But that's what it is. Like, some people do certain things like, every time I talk to people now, they're old as fuck and that, they're all like, I'm so broke and that. I'm like, how are you broke at fucking 40? And then when you look at it, you're all like, oh. It's because you do stupid shit. You blow your money on stuff when you don't make enough money to get that stuff. That's the reason why a lot of people do it. They blow their whole entire paycheck, act like they have money. Making $800 or $600 a paycheck, just to say, because you work maybe like 20-something hours on that ain't a lot of motherfucking money, bro. I mean, I get it. You know, yeah. It is, but when you're barely skimming by, and I say if you're not at home, when you're at work 40 hours a week, say you work 5 days a week, you're not at home for those 40 hours. So more or less likely, your bills are not gonna be that bad because nothing's on. You're not doing anything. You know, like some people set their temperatures a little bit different in that when they're at home and that compared to when they're not at home and that because it saves money. Like, no one ever not tell you how to like do your life and that, but like, yeah, like, you can make your life better if you weren't so damn fucking stupid with shit. Shoot that bitch up. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get some more. Upgrade. Get some time. Dude, I overslept yesterday. I was late for work a little bit. I got kind of a little upset with that. Yeah, this thing's too damn good to get up. Goes to 100% increase damage. Doing fragment components explode dealing. That might reduce my damage. Because everything costs so damn much to fucking upgrade. I always need Z Tech to upgrade shit. That's the problem with the Z Tech. The Z Tech, you have to have so many of them. You only get like one or two per fucking round. It's rather annoying. It's not enough. Because you have to do, I mean, I get it, you only upgrade like one. Once you upgrade it, you're done. You have to upgrade any more, but I know they want to prolong it than that, but it still kind of sucks. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about this one. Well, anyway, so I went to the gym that I went to the steakhouse and that. I normally tend not to go much out anymore because it is taking a toll on how much money that I'm actually spending every like week. And I've been noticing that I've been spending probably like $150 or so like every week or every 10 days on going out to eat and that. And unfortunately, that is, well, stupid. Because I eat at work. I always eat at work. So, I'm sitting there, and I went to the place and that, and there's a lady that works there that I went to high school with. My God, she's beautiful. I forgot how attractive she was. I never really paid attention to her in that, but she's in extremely good shape. Like, really fucking thin. She's thin. You know, very attractive looking face. She's got a gigantic fucking ass. I mean, ain't the kind of ass that I completely fucking like, I guess. But then again, you know, variation. You gotta see the booty naked and all that before you actually knows. She seems rather toned, like she lifts weights and shit. It's like, damn, like, she has to be single. She has to not have a boyfriend, or she has to not have, like, kids and shit. Because that, like, your body looks too damn good. I mean, like, maybe one kid, but anyway, like, so I sat there, and I didn't recognize her up front, but she recognized me. I didn't recognize her. You know, but I just started looking at her and that, and she kept on refilling my drinks really fucking fast. Like, as soon as I was halfway done, she would give me a new drink. Right. You know, and she had like 4 or 5 tables to do. That was like 4. Right. Okay. And so I'm sitting there. I'm drinking. I had Diet Dr. Pepper and that. And she filled it up, I think it was like 5 times. I didn't even drink half of it. So literally I only drink like 2.5 glasses of Diet Dr. Pepper because she kept on filling it up and that. And like, it was really interesting though, because it's always like, okay, like who, like, is she talking to someone and saying like, oh yeah, I know that guy now, I'm waiting for him to respond, see if he recognizes me, because I know women tend to do that stuff. I said, she's very pretty and that, like, it was very nauseating to like look at her, and I'm like, damn, like, you're fucking really attractive. Like, it's kind of, I never thought about it in high school that much, because, you know, high school night, you know, I can't say I was really picky, like, but it was like body picky. You know, I always went for girls with the bigger boobs than that. You know, I always like the bigger tits and that. You know, when they have like, you know, C or bigger than that. But now that, you know, my ex-girlfriend, that, you know, she didn't really have big, like, gigantic titties and that. She had, you know, a B cup and that, but her boobs still look fucking good. When she was naked and that, she still had nice tits on her and that, but I'm always thinking, like, huh. I never really looked at her like that. Maybe because she wasn't as toned as she was now than she was in high school. Because I can't remember, like, I think she probably wasn't as toned. She's definitely got a lot more leg muscle on her now, like she's been lifting weights for a while and that. Because when she saw me, she didn't recognize... Well, obviously she didn't recognize me in full, that because, you know, I'm a lot fucking bigger than I used to be. You know, she hadn't seen me in fucking 17, 18 years, give or take. So, to her, it was kind of surprising that, because, you know, I'm a big fucking dude now, you know, compared to what you used to look at being, you know, 165-pound fucking teenager, and now I'm like 216, 220. That's 60 pounds difference. I mean, I admit I'm probably a little bit more fatter now than I used to be, I guess, a little bit. Maybe a little bit. But I was just, like, thinking to myself, and I'm like, huh. Like, she looked fine. Tone ass. She had those spandex pants on shit that women wear, the shit that work all the time. It, like, shows off their legs and that. I can see that she's been hitting the fucking weights because her legs look good. Her ass looks amazing. You know, she she's always been one of those girls, always been in the popular crowd with women and that, you know. So she always had like a really skinny fucking waist and that, but like she's very toned. Her arms are toned and shit, and she's got a gorgeous face. And like one of the things that I did remember was her voice. When I actually heard her voice, like, because I had my mic and I had my bud in my ear, and I was listening to Dr. Wolfula, and I was starting to watch Family Guy and shit. And then I went to watching Wild Card with Jason Statham. So I couldn't really hear her voice in that when I took off the earbud, because, you know, my right ear doesn't hear as well as my left ear does. So I always had the earbud in my left ear. So I took it off, and I actually heard it, and I was like, oh, shit. You know, it reminds me of her. When she gave me the ticket, it had her name on it. I pondered about it for like 5, maybe 10 minutes or something like that when we were like slowly kind of like communicating with each other now because she's, you know, my waitress. And I'm just like, damn, she looks so familiar now. I'm like, man, what is that? And I heard her like, it has to be her. Because the way that she's looking at me, she's realizing who I am, but she wasn't really trying to say anything because women don't do that. You know, just like I said, you know, I just got back from the fucking gym and that, so I was tired. My legs were fucking killing me and that. And so I'm just like looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And then finally we talked. I said, hey, it's like, I went to high school with you, didn't I? You know, it's like, I say, you know, you're this person's friend. You know, because they used to hang out all together and that, and I noticed they were always together and that. And I had a lot of classes with them. And she's like, oh, yeah. And she immediately named me off. She's like, oh, yeah. It's like, I remember your face and that, you know. And she called my name and all that stuff and that. And like, she didn't really talk too much. But she was just like, you know, oh, it's nice to see you. I'm like, yeah. It's like, I thought you'd be able to communicate with me a little bit more now. I know you're busy now, but like, and I saw the look in her eye. And I was like, yeah. It's like, I'm jacked now. I'm buff and that. You know, I got big muscles and shit now. So, like, the way you, I mean, the whole point of it is that, like, she still looked like she was fucking in her 20s. She had she didn't have a lot of makeup on that, but, like, her face was, like, so much younger. Like, it looked like she wasn't, like, her life wasn't super fucking difficult, or she handled it very well. Because she didn't look like she had a lot of makeup on. Like, when you see a woman with a lot of makeup on, you see, like, the fucking, like, reflection of their makeup. You can tell that it's cake mix. I mean, some women wear a little bit of stuff in that to kind of cover up certain things and that, but some women, man, they cake that shit on. They'll put, like, moisturizer on that, like, it seals their skin up, and then they start caking on all this different types of makeup and shit, and they basically paint their fucking face. And it's just like, you know you're a face painter. But yeah, as I start to look at it more now, I'm just like, damn, I'm like, I never noticed you were this attractive. You're very attractive. You know, maybe when you're younger than that, because, you know, you weren't, like, so toned in that, because your friends, you know, had toner bodies, I guess. I couldn't really, like, tell, but, like, she was toned. Like, I was just really surprised when I saw her in that. And there's a little hottie ass hostess up there too. Her body was nice though. See, I like the body thing. I like girls that have nice bodies. You know, like, the variation of boob and ass ratio obviously depends. You know, some chicks got big ass tits. They might have a little bit of pudge on them in that. But, you know, like, some men are just like, I'm like, damn, like one of the ladies I work with in that, you know, I work with her, you know, like 2 days a week. You know, I mean, she's the junkie basically at our job. What drugs she does, I have no idea, but she does specific things, and it's pretty obviously that she's kind of up and down with stuff. You know, I digress from that because, you know, ain't none of my business what people do. And, she got a really hot body. Tremendously fucking attractive. Like, and I told people that I'm working at, like, yeah, I was like, she's got a very fucking nice body. like she's super toned. Like when you see a girl that has like start getting like a little bit of a six pack and shit like that, yeah, they're toned as fuck. They look good. She doesn't look bad, like body wise. I mean, her face. Well, face always looks specific ways. Not everyone's gonna have the perfect structure face. You know, there's certain things about a person that you can look at that they look good. But I can tell that she's got a tremendously nice body. Because, you know, most junkies do. Most junkies are fucking super fucking skinny. But, like, the way she talks and that, she was saying that she likes to dance and shit. Well, if you're a dancer, I mean, you're on drugs, you're dancing that, you're definitely going to be building some fucking muscle. Now, you be dancing around that, you know, it's basically like fucking sprinting. You know, you ever sit there and dance for like 10, 15 minutes and that, you're fucking hyperventilating and shit. Yeah, you get a good ass workout dancing. That's why dancers are always so damn toned. I dated one that was a dancer. She did like choreographic dances, but like when you're sitting there dancing for 5 or 10 minutes fucking straight, and you're training in that, yeah, you're gonna be fucking tired. You're gonna be very, very athletic looking. And because we were talking about, you know, certain things. We were asking each other certain questions about certain things at work. And so we're just like, okay, you know, who would you know, like asking questions about who would you do at work, you know, just specific questions. There's a bunch of guys that are there, you know, and we're asking about that. It's like I don't know, man. It's like getting like, what's a certain body type you like? What's a certain woman that you like in that? You know, we're asking a bunch of questions now. You know, it's a good thing to really elaborate on the people that you work with in that, so you can get closer to that, because, you know, preference actually gets to know who the true person is. And, like, so we're asking, you know, we asked one of the guys there, there's 3 of us, counting me, and so we're just like, okay, you know, what's your preference? If there's anyone that you can do stuff with, who'd you do stuff with? And, you know, and so we kind of talked about that, you know, what's your preference? And I was like, well, I see, like, with me, and that's like, well, I'm not really, like, massively fucking picky. Like, there's certain things that I would do, yeah, but, like, when I look at someone, I look at their heart and their personality and that. Like, yeah, if they're fucking massively fucking fat, then yeah, it's a no-go. I don't want to date a lazy chick. But again, like, my ex was fucking lazy, and she had an incredible body. She didn't really do too much. You normally would, like, sit there and she would, you know, walk around a lot and that, but, like, she already toned herself up from working out from 10 years ago. So she kept her toneness. She kept her muscle ratio. And she maintained how skinny she was in that through, you know, being extremely picky on what she ate and that. And so, you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, this one. You know, and I brought up, you know, the chick they work with, they're like, yeah, she's got a nice body. I can't lie about it. She's got a great body. Her body looks good. You know, be honestly truthful about it. You know, that's just how it is. And then when I look at, you know, like chicks that see at the gym all the time and that's what I'm used to looking at. I'm used to looking at extremely toned bodies. And some of these girls got, you know, fat, round muscle butts and that, a little bit of fat on it. It looks great. But it's just how it is. And I need to take a shit. Anyway, I'll be right back. Gotta go. Uh-oh.